Here we go. Real fire. 1, 2, ready, go. military cadence.
Audience and graduates, please stand or remain standing. I would like to invite the color guard to advance the American flag and the New York State flag. The national anthem will now be sung by our senior choir members and signed by our American Sign Language students. Thank you. Thank you to our senior choir and our ASL students. Audience and graduates, you may be seated. Good afternoon. I am Dr. Heather Dvorak, proud principal of Plainview Old Bethpage John F. Kennedy High School. Welcome to the ceremony honoring the class of 2024. I would like to introduce the dignitaries on stage who have joined us. Please hold your applause until the last introductions. Mrs. Debbie Bernstein, President, Board of Education. You may stand. Mr. Seth Greenberg, Vice President of the Board of Education. Mr. Gary Batan, Trustee, Board of Education. Mr. Jared Gerke, Trustee, Board of Education. Mrs. Ginger Lieberman, Trustee of the Board of Education. Mrs. Tara Rock, Trustee of the Board of Education. Mrs. Lauren Saxene, Trustee of the Board of Education. Dr. Karen Medwed, Member-elect, Board of Education. Dr. Mary O'Mara, Superintendent of Schools. Mr. Christopher Donnarummo, Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources and Student Safety. Dr. James Bolin, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction. Dr. Christopher Dillon, Assistant Superintendent for Business. And our department leaders, district directors, and building principals in the audience who have joined us today as well. Again, please stand as your name is called. Mrs. Maria Carnisi, Department Chairperson for Social Studies and Business. Ms. Dolores Espinosa, Director of Pupil Personnel Services. Dr. Philip Fairley, Assistant Principal. Mr. Alex Goldberg, Director of Technology. Mr. Timothy Lamb, Assistant Principal. Mrs. Sharon Lasher, retired POBJFK High School Administrator. Ms. Lori Lynn, Director of Guidance. Mr. Thomas Schwartz, Assistant Principal and Department Chairperson for Family and Consumer Sciences. Dr. Martina Sergiopoulos, Assistant Principal. Mr. Jeffrey Yagaloff, Department Chairperson of English. Mr. Andrew Ward, Director of Facilities. Thank you to our dignitaries. Thank you for joining us. I would like to invite Santosh Senthilkumar to come to the lectern.
Thank you. Before we begin, we would like to take a moment to thank the retiring members of our community and staff for their outstanding contributions to our students and our school. Angela Aslone, School Monitor. Donna Eckert, School Monitor. Tracy Ganes, English Teacher. Eli Levitt, Special Education Teacher. Erin Schizzel, Science Teacher. Michelle Ventura, Social Studies Teacher. On behalf of this class of 2024, we wish you health and happiness always, and thank you for your contribution to our students and our school. In the audience are district's teachers, counselors, and support staff who share in the pride and happiness of this occasion. Will the staff and faculty please stand and accept our thanks and appreciation? We would like to acknowledge the assistance of our two American Sign Language interpreters, Mrs. Patrice Palma Blanco and Mrs. Lauren Vasiles, who are here to sign today's ceremony. You're welcome.
Thank you, Santosh. The Board of Education is responsible for making the toughest decisions in the best interest of students and staff of the Plainview Old Bethpage Central School District. We are very fortunate to have an outstanding Board of Education, one that truly cares about the health, safety, and security, as well as the personal and academic growth of our students. It is my privilege to call upon Mrs. Lauren Saxene, Board of Education Trustee, to address the graduates and guests.
A little shorter than Heather. Good afternoon, fellow Board of Education members, administrators, faculty, very proud parents, grandparents, family members, and especially our Plainview Old Bethpage John F. Kennedy High School class of 2024. Lots of feels today. Today, as I stand here representing the Board of Education, I share your pride in the accomplishment of your children. Over the past 13 years that you have been part of the POB community, you have truly made sure that every moment counted. Please join me. They deserve another round of applause. I can't help but think back to time POBJFK 32 years ago. I too graduated Plainview Old Bethpage. We found out my junior year that my senior class was going to be blended with other senior classes of POBJFK High School. You see, way back then, we had two high schools. My class of POBJFK was the first combined graduating class of POBJFK in 1992. Up until my junior year, half of my graduating grade was still at the other high school, which is now considered POB Middle School. When we found out we were going to merge into one high school, I had a lot of concerns. Were the hallways going to be too congested? Would our classes become too large? What about all the senior events? Who's going to run them? I didn't know so many faces that were going to be walking past, well, my building. What about sports? Now we would have more students trying out for just one team, not two. Colors, we were blue and white, they were green and white. We were once rivals. What about all the fundraising money? How would it be shared? I had a lot of questions. So in the words of Maya Angelou, if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. And that's exactly what I did. And what was once giving me a little bit of anxiety turned into a wonderful senior experience. I made so many new friends. We truly became a united community. We were all going through this change together. I was happy to show my new classmates around their new school and show them what a great school building we had. I also decided to run for student government as well as hold a seat in peer leadership so I could be part of the decision-making process. My worry lessons as the days grew because in the end, guys, it all works out. 30 years from now or so, I hope you return to POBJFK, and when you do, the hallways are going to seem a little bit smaller to you. The classrooms and desks will just going to seem a little small as well. You'll ask yourself, did I really sit here for 5 hours every day for 4 years in these hard chairs? The fact is, everything seems big to you when you're 18. Big and maybe perhaps a little intimidating, maybe even a bit scary. It's okay to feel anxious about what's ahead. It happens to the best of all of us. But I'm here to tell you today, it all works out. Just maybe not the way you think it will. Part of the reason why it all works out has to do with your education and the life learning experiences that you got here at Plainview Bethpage. Among the most important things that I learned in high school was the value of giving back to your community and getting involved. Our high school and our POB community are proud of their legacy of inspiring all of us to give back. That has never changed, and I remain POB proud. I hope you have all enjoyed this first leg of your journey, culminating in your high school graduation, and boy, you guys have quite a ride. You entered high school under COVID restrictions in full force. Mask mandates, direction lanes in the hallways, smaller class sizes, and plastic partitions. Not really the best way to start your high school journey. However, you came out in full force. You didn't let anything get in your way or ruin your experience. Your voices became more important to this district than ever before. You wanted to be heard, and we valued your input and your feedback. You are a class of kind, caring, bright, and driven individuals. I do recall at one point, your treble choir class was at stake due to low enrollment, and you strongly advocated to your principal and then to central administration to keep the program running. You were always so polite and prepared and unwilling to accept the no without understanding the why. I wish our political leaders of today could deliberate so strongly and civilly as you guys do. You excelled in so many areas: fine arts, technology, business, marketing, law, research, athletics, even till the very end, bringing home a state championship. And let's not forget the fun times that helped unify your class. Junior prom was a night to remember, where everyone came together, danced, made memories that will last a lifetime. Senior Spirit Week was another highlight filled with creativity, laughter, and a strong sense of camaraderie. The pep rallies, the student performances, and spirited cheers showcased your talents and brought everyone together in celebration. These events gave you the opportunity to bond, to support one another, and to create a sense of unity that is so important as you move forward. As you sit here today as individuals and contemplate your individual plans, remember that you've done this all together with the support of family, friends, and your POB family school. You may be 388 individual students with different destinations, but you all have shared the same journey. And here you are sharing your goal to graduate together. And guys, you did it. Your POB journey was a gift that I've been honored to watch. The past few years were not so easy for you, but the bumps along the road helped you transform you into the amazing young women and men you are today. It seems like just yesterday you began your POB journey when you entered into the kindergarten center. Together you made new friends, who still may be your friends today. You began to learn responsibility, such as turning in your homework assignments, taking care of your belongings, and with each year your responsibility grew by studying for exams and with your note-taking skills. Hopefully, as the years went by, you joined a club, discovered a new passion, began playing on a sport team, or chose an elective from many of our course offerings in our high school that we provide. These choices may have helped you narrow your focus and define your future academics and career paths. You did this with the guidance of your teachers and with the encouragement with your family and friends. Class of 2024, you're growing up in a world filled with turbulent times. Sadly, in recent days, much more seems to divide us than unite us. We can turn on our televisions or check social media pages to see current conflicts going on, some which have affected our own POB family members. We live in a world filled with hate crimes and with mental issues gripping our society. Class of 2024, we are so hopeful because we believe that your generation can become the leaders that the world needs now. You have proven it over and over again. Nelson Mandela once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." And if you did one act of kindness each day, one little thing every day would make this amazing world just a better place. I've seen you all do it. I don't think I'm asking you to do too much that you aren't already capable of doing. Be the leaders I know that you already are and continue to be, whether you gather food for a family in need, raised funds for a POB family in crisis, collected shoes for those who cannot buy their own, or sending supplies to war-torn areas and humanitarian efforts. Small steps lead to big accomplishments. Small acts of kindness lead to bigger moments. It made me think that if more people did just one act of kindness a day, this world surely would be a better place. Please remember that the person next to you matters. Make the decision to always lend a hand. Speak up for those who have yet have found their voice. Use your life for good. Be of service to others. Be the leaders and role models that the world needs and that we know you can be. You are an incredible, diverse group of students and so many possibilities and so much potential. While you are all unique individuals, you have accomplished so much together. Whether you have played in state championships, supported your classmates, cheering them on from the sidelines, acted in a school musical, were part of a crew, or watched from the audience, built a robot, or supported a fundraiser to raise funds for that robot, you were all in it together. Nobody does this alone. Class of 24, as you now continue onto your educational journey and begin your career path, remember the lessons that you learned here at POB, especially the ones you learned 13 years ago in kindergarten. Remember the lessons you learned about sharing, kindness, and including others, for they are some of the most important lessons you learn and will need along your educational journey and life's journey. But also remember to follow your dreams. Let your mirrors become windows. The paths you choose may not always be easy, and some may be difficult, but try to follow your instincts, and most importantly, follow your heart. When you're feeling alone or have a difficult decision to make, think, what would my teacher, parent, or mentor advise me to do? These people were your cheerleaders and support system, and they will always be with you on your journey. I know that each and every one of you can accomplish anything you set your mind to, as long as you believe in yourself. Remember all that you have learned and understand that it's okay to fail along the way. It's part of your journey, and guys, it all works out. I've known many of you from kindergarten and others from watching you grow during my 9 years as a board member. I've watched you grow into responsible, confident, accomplished young adults, and I can't wait to see what comes next in your journey. On behalf of the Board of Education, congratulations to you and your families, and good luck as you write your next chapter.
Thank you, Mrs. Saxton, for your reflections and inspiring words. It is my pleasure to introduce Matthew Kang, salutatorian for the class of 2024. Matthew, please join me at the lectern. Matthew is truly one of a kind, a deep, thoughtful person who thinks about others before himself. Family is also a priority. He is a devoted son and brother. Matthew stands out as a true salt of the earth individual. His selfless dedication to the betterment of his community is both remarkable and inspiring. Matt consistently goes above and beyond, volunteering his time and energy to give back to the community in meaningful ways. Matt has served as the student government class president since his sophomore year. Being an effective president has many roles. Matthew truly sees himself as an advocate for his peers. Similarly, Matthew is the founder and president of the Math Honor Society in our school. Matthew heard his peers' need and, as a result, founded a math tutoring program, getting the program off the ground by pairing tutors with students in need. Helping others is a part of every fiber of Matthew. He created a volunteer summer tag program for children with special needs. He is also a volunteer at Camp Horseability. Matthew is a National Merit winner and U.S. Presidential Scholars candidate and will be attending Princeton University in the fall. Please join me in welcoming your salutatorian, Matthew Kang.
Thank you, Dr. Dvorak, for that great introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. It is truly an honor to be speaking in front of you all today. I would not be speaking here today without the friendship and encouragement of my fellow graduates, so thank you. First, I would like to say that I love our Plainview community. I've grown up in this town since I was 3 years old. The people in this community have always been so kind and supportive. A great example is the Plainview PAL Intramural Basketball League, which I've played in since 4th grade. Through playing basketball, I met many of my fellow graduates who I enjoy playing basketball with to this day. Also, the Plainview PAL basketball coaches, who were always fathers of players, encouraged and supported me. I feel lucky to have lived in the positive, uplifting community of Plainview. There are many people to thank today. We thank our building administrators who ensured the safety and well-being of all students. Even if we despise putting on our school IDs because they weren't particularly stylish, I assure you our administrators had good intentions. I would like to thank Dr. Dvorak, our school principal, who has led our school gracefully in her first year. I would also like to thank Dr. Sturgiopoulos, who has stayed with our class since our freshman year and is sort of graduating with us today, as she will be leaving for Greece over the summer. We will miss you, Dr. Sturgiopoulos. We also cannot forget our teachers who have worked hard to educate us each and every day. With the help of our teachers, we have built a firm academic foundation that we can take with us as we go out into the world. All of our guidance counselors have truly guided us to this day. We thank them for their support and dedication to our success. I would like to personally thank my guidance counselor, Mr. DiDomenico, and the director of guidance, Ms. Lynn. Ms. Lynn has told me that I have an open heart and an open mind, but I know that she always treats POB students with kindness and a warm heart as well. Last but certainly not least, our parents. Since kindergarten, our parents have given us rides to and from school. They have comforted us when we were feeling down. They have cheered us on at sports games and concerts. Let us all give a round of applause for our parents. Now, class, I know you have all sat through enough lessons throughout high school, but I would like to give you one more. And that lesson is to help those around you. Many of us in the last 4 years have done good things in our community. Honor Society members have volunteered to tutor younger students for free. Members of Best Buddies and the TAG program cared for children with special needs. Also, many of us volunteered our time at senior living centers, hospitals, or food banks. There are many other examples of selflessness and service in our school community. Going forward, I hope that all of us do the best we can to demonstrate compassion and care for those around us. In his poem, What is Success?, American poet Ralph Waldo Emerson wrote, To know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived, this is to have succeeded. I know that many of you have helped those around you. Continue doing so. If not, think about how you can help someone in their life. That is a great idea of success. Sometime in the future, I would like to hear about your success story. Please keep in touch and tell me all about it. I will miss you all. It truly has been a wonderful and memorable journey together. Thank you all, and congratulations to the class of 2024.
Thank you, Matthew. It is my honor to introduce Safal Kamath, valedictorian of the class of 2024. Safal, please join me at the lectern. Hello. Safal is a true gentleman whose character traits are the only thing that outshine his academics. So much so that it is more important for Safal to be recognized for the amazing qualities he has as a human more than his outstanding and impressive GPA. He has a welcoming, genuine smile and a firm handshake, humble, down to earth, kind, and unpretentious. Safal is a special kind of human who is a privilege to know. It is no surprise that as president of the chess club, he increased student participation by over 100 students. Personable and easy to talk to, he has a natural drive to help others. He founded a nonprofit organization to promote STEM awareness, in addition to launching a campaign to bring awareness to STEM learning for special needs children. As vice president of the Spanish Honor Society, a language in which he is also fluent, he has devoted over 2,000 hours to tutoring and translation services. His diverse contributions are astounding, endless, and he values meaningful interpersonal relationships, and his family embodies an incredible unit of unwavering support and love that has helped shape him in all of the best ways. Safal will graduate as an AP Scholar with distinction and will be attending Carnegie Mellon University in the fall. He plans to study computer science. Please join me in welcoming your valedictorian, Safal Kamath.
Hello, and good afternoon, fellow graduates, staff, family, and friends. First, I'd like to thank you all for being here and making such an event possible. You all sitting in the audience are the reason we get to be here today, so give yourselves a round of applause because you deserve it. In the last 4 years, we've really struggled. Whether we're up late at night cramming for a chemistry test or sprinting laps for Mr. Goodstone, there's no doubt that we've put in so much time and effort to reach where we are today. Outside of our 9-period school day, this class has had some of the greatest achievements in POB history. From countless state and regional championships to individual academic awards, the class of 2024 has such a diverse and extensive resume, and I'm glad that I was able to share these experiences with you all. My personal favorite experience, besides being named valedictorian, has to be when that random freshman walks into the wrong class, gives an embarrassed look, and walks away. But that's okay, because in a few months, many of us will be that same clueless freshman. A lot of us will look to the next phase of our lives by reflecting on moments in high school. Looking at our ups and downs, we celebrate our wins and strive to become better and better than what we already are. At the same time, we criticize our losses and try to fix what's broken. Oftentimes, we become too focused on what was and what will be. When you came to this building, as I'm giving this speech, and as we get our diplomas and graduate high school, time is ticking away. So live in the present, because you never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. And finally, a lesson I've been told is to always leave your audience wanting more. I'm just kidding. But on a serious note, as we walk across the stage today, be proud. I'm proud of you, your teachers are proud of you, and your family and friends are all proud of you. The legacy of the class of 2024 is wrapped up in you. So get out there, be yourself, and make the most of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Safal. It is now my pleasure to once again introduce our very own senior choir. Their musical selection, A Parting Blessing, expresses their feelings of their fellow graduates. Thank you to our senior choir. It is now time to introduce Senior Class President Samantha Graff. Samantha, please join me at the lectern. Samantha is an ambitious, self-motivated, and spirited young woman. She has made a name for herself as a leader among her peers and is engaged both inside and outside of the classroom. While her leadership is most evident as president of the senior class, she illustrates integrity, self-awareness, empathy, and a strong moral code in all of her commitments from the field to the classroom. Sam enjoys the competition and camaraderie of being on a team, serving as goalie on the varsity soccer team throughout high school, and celebrating an undefeated season on our flag football team this year. She is also a gifted saxophonist and has earned numerous accolades as a member of our Moot Court Club. Sam is an engaging, outgoing, and confident young woman who approaches tasks with initiative and enthusiasm. We are so grateful for her contributions to our school community and have no doubt she will continue to inspire and lead as a Red Fox at Marist in the fall. Please join me in welcoming Senior Class President Samantha Graff.
Thank you. Thank you for that beautiful introduction, Dr. Dvorak. Good afternoon to my fellow graduates, family, faculty, and friends. I am honored to have the opportunity to speak with all of you today. A day we've been waiting for since we first learned we would become the class of 2024. When we were little, it felt like 1,000 years away. And now that we're all here and have traveled on this journey together, I cannot be grateful enough to have done it with all of you. There's a quote by the motivational speaker, Zig Ziglar, that I believe everyone should hear at least once in their lives. He says, "Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude." Let me repeat this. Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. I first heard this quote 2 years ago when I was trying out for a competitive soccer team. I had a great first day, but by the end, I felt like I hadn't done enough and should have been better. I let my attitude drag me down until I was drowning in self-pity. While I was beating myself up, my dad recited that Zig Ziglar quote to me, and I've carried it with me every day since. It was just what I needed to hear. To me, this was the greatest and most insightful thing I could ever be told at the age of 15, and is something that I've since applied to a multitude of situations. Yes, skill, talent, and hard work are all important, but if you have a bad attitude, you will never reach the highest levels of success, whatever that looks like for you. However, if you maintain positivity, determination, and empathy while doing something you're good at, you will not only build your character, but your life. This quote is something I hold dear to me, not only because it has given me so much direction, but because it was shared with me by a person who has never led me astray and whom I look up to. Dad, thank you for always sharing your well-earned life wisdom with me. Mom, your unwavering support and endless encouragement have been my guiding light. You've shown me what it means to be resilient and kind, to persevere in the face of challenge, and to always strive for the best. And to my brother, Harrison, thank you for always pushing me to be the best version of myself. Whether it's in school, on the soccer fields, or at home, your encouragement means the world to me. Now, as we take our next step in our lives and move on to bigger things, I hope you too will take Zig Ziglar's life philosophy with you, because our attitudes, more than anything, will determine our altitudes. But no one reaches great heights on their own, so we owe a huge thank you to our teachers. Thank you for your knowledge. Thank you for your patience. And thank you for pretending not to notice when we're texting under our desks. You've been more than educators. You've been mentors and role models. To our families, thank you for unwavering support, for listening to our complaints, and for pretending to understand our math homework. As we look to the future, all of our paths are unclear, and this may be scary, but I can promise all of you today that the hard work, kindness, and friendship that got us through the past 4 years can and will get us through many more. If it's with the friends you made along the way, or the friends you'll make in the following years, trust them and trust the process of life, because everything happens for a reason, including each and every one of us being here today. On a final note, during the final week of school, many of us seniors received lyrics to the song by Rascal Flatts, "My Wish for You," from Miss G, who we've all known since we were elementary students. The lyrics are poignant on a day like today. They read, "I hope the days come easy and the moments pass slow, and each road leads you where you want to go. And if you're faced with a choice and you have to choose, I hope you choose the one that means the most to you. And if one door opens to another door closed, I hope you keep on walking till you find the window. If it's cold outside, show the world the warmth of your smile. But more than anything, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to. Your dreams stay big, your worries stay small. You never need to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there, where you're getting to, I hope you know somebody loves you and wants the same things too." Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2024. We did it!
Thank you, Samantha. As you know, our superintendent of schools provides leadership on all levels. She works with the Board of Education, central administration, faculty, staff, parents, and students to achieve excellence in our education program. I am honored to call upon our superintendent of schools, Dr. Mary O'Mara.
Thank you, Dr. Dvorak, for that lovely introduction. Before I begin, I just have to tell you, these speeches embody everything that we collectively have been trying to accomplish in the past couple of years since the pandemic. And all I hear bleeding through everybody's speech is less on what your GPA was and more about the GPA of your character and the importance of community. So I have to tell you, graduates, you are magnificent, and you will leave such an empty space but I hope the folks behind me here, this beautiful band, are able to fill some of the spaces you will leave as you move on. So good afternoon, parents, families, faculty, staff, administration, Board of Education members, and honorees, our class of 2024, who is graduating with a graduation rate of 99.74%. These people have amassed more than $10 million in scholarships and over $90,000 in community awards. Thank you. Your work over the past 13 years has paid your ticket for participating today. And as exciting as it may be, I suspect after AP exams, final projects, a Regents or two, prom, senior walk, sunrise, you are more likely feeling quite exhausted. Therefore, I shall honor your work and efforts by being brief. Many of us here today share in you and your family's pride. We know you are moving on from POB schools as civic-minded people who can productively participate in a diverse and ever-changing world as self-directed, confident, creative, curious, respectful, and empathetic people. We are confident that you're able to do this because all involved in your education lived this district's mission. The POB school community was intentional about meeting each of your academic, social, emotional, and physical needs, all while including opportunities for your voices to be part of the decision-making process. From student town halls during COVID, surveys, community forums, student government, and building-level site-based teams, you were included in many of the decisions that impact the school community. And when you were not, well, you let us know through petitioning, change.org, and planned demonstrations. And as such, you are tasked with a great responsibility to pay it forward. At a breakfast honoring the Nassau County valedictorians and salutatorians, among which one of them sit today, the 2020 valedictorian of POBJFK High School, who did not get to enjoy this, but a drive-by graduation at the Broadway Mall, sits among us today. So Salil, if you would just give a wave, stands up. This is our valedictorian's brother, who is the valedictorian of the class of 2020. I saw you there. So at this breakfast, the keynote speaker shared a quote from Abraham Lincoln that is worth sharing as it speaks to the responsibility we have to our country and our democracy. We all know we are a government by the people, for the people, of the people. And Lincoln informed in 1854 that the legitimate object of government is to do for a community of people whatever they need have done, but cannot do at all or not do so well for themselves. So class of 2024, using the skills you were taught to engage in productive discourse, to interrogate texts, to critically examine media and social media before sharing information or misinformation, you will continue to create an environment in which you will want to live, work, and grow. Working with you, and some of you more closely, I am so happy to know that you will be making the places you go better for the people who will be there for you and with you. And of course, the places you go may not always be easy. Reflecting on your first days at high school without having the benefit of the traditional 8th grade visits and orientations, you navigated new hallways and adapted to ever-changing rules. This unknown was uncomfortable and challenging, yet you persevered. Today, as you embark on new journeys beyond POB, JFK High School, you will face new unknowns, but because you are here today, you know you have built the muscle for this unknown and for the challenging times. I wish you great peace, success, and meaning in your life by focusing more on who you want to become rather than what you want to become. You will build a collection of days that will result in a life of integrity and a legacy that inspires others. So congratulations, the class of 2024. Your journey is just beginning. Go forth and make it extraordinary.
Thank you, Dr. O'Mara. And good afternoon again, Board of Education, esteemed colleagues, and the class of 2024. It is a privilege to offer you closing remarks at this vital point in your lives. Commencement marks the end of a significant chapter in your life and simultaneously calls for you to consider the start of a next. It is a fascinating word that captures the beginning and end of time in an instant, or in this case, a ceremony of approximately 2 hours. Any transition evokes feelings of excitement, anxiety, anticipation, eagerness, or even disappointment or hope. Before we discuss today and your future, I would like to ask that you, class of 2024, think back to the last moment you were faced with a ceremonious start, end-to-end to a chapter in your young lives. You may be thinking back to August 2020. That was your orientation at John F. Kennedy High School, the first of its kind in the history of our district, because the world had shut down for 5 months, and it was slowly reopening. You sat masked, 6 seats apart in the LGI, met your counselor, school administration, and learned all about what the high school had to offer. The future of the way we would uphold our school and community traditions and overall social norms were up for question, revision, erasure, or debate. And the country was on the heels of social and political upheaval. Do you recall all that you wanted to accomplish in your 4 years at JFK High School? Do you remember your hopes and your fears? Take a few seconds now to think about how those hopes and fears unfolded over the last 4 years. You likely have a mentor, someone you look up to for guidance, whether it's a family member, friend, teacher, guidance counselor, etc. For me, my mentor, my father, whenever I asked for guidance or not, was available to offer what I call the great life lessons of Michael Portnoy. One of these lessons applies directly to you, class of 2024. Now, before I say this, my father is a proud Brooklyn native and Plainview resident, so I will have to deliver this lesson in the best Brooklyn accent I can muster. As countless times he has advised, Heather, when you make a choice and you are dissatisfied with that choice, just make another choice. The worst decision is not making a decision at all. Growing up, this was infuriating advice because on the surface, it feels like an oversimplification of the choices one must make throughout high school and young adulthood. However, this advice is also empowering. Think back on all of the choices within your control that you made at JFK High School, from your course selections, extracurricular activities, whether you attended that remedial session, went to sleep late or woke up early, or whether you maintained or ended friendships. These all represent decisions within your control. So now, I reluctantly find myself repeating my father's words, which many people in this room probably can agree is a shocking place to find yourself. Class of 2024, as you commence this next chapter of your life, focus on what you can control. And if you find you have made the wrong decision, make a different one. You likely began your high school career feeling like very little was within your control. And frankly, you were not alone in that. However, you may want to think of the impact your last commencement will have on this commencement. You have already faced great adversity, which as educators and parents and guardians and family members, we hope you would have never had to confront. You have already had to make a choice, a series of choices, about how to show up in the face of that adversity, and you have developed the resiliency to rise above it and focus on those actions within your control. In addition to this strength of character, you will carry with you wonderful memories made at JFK High School, some of which I have had the honor to experience with you. From when we met at Junior Gala last spring, to the senior barbecue, to witnessing your many accomplishments and talent in athletics, art, drama, music, research, DECA, Met Monk, Moot Court, and to supporting your altruistic, civic-minded approach to our community and the world, to the unity during Spirit Week, Senior Sunrise, Senior Prom, and to now, the world is receiving a group of young adults ready to make a difference, if you so choose. And I would be remiss if I did not mention that personally, you, class of 2024, have already made your mark, not only on the entire POB community, but on me individually. You have welcomed me warmly to your school and helped me learn about our core values, traditions, and the experiences that you treasure and wish to see in our high school community. I am confident that the Plainview Old Bethpage community and the global community will be a better place because you are about to join it. Always remember your roots here at POB, a place that will always welcome you as you did me. Congratulations. I would wish you luck, but you don't need it. Instead, class of 2024, I hope for you a lifetime of endless possibilities from which to choose. Congratulations. At this time, I'd like to extend a thank you to our faculty and staff members for their assistance as chaperones, security guards, and ushers today. And I must commend and thank Dr. Martina Sturgiopoulos and Ms. Sharon Lasher, who worked tirelessly for months in order to make this most special event possible. I would also like to thank Ms. Lori Lynn, our Director of Guidance, Ms. Erin D. Giuseppe, our Senior Class Advisor, Ms. Laura Eifert, our Student Government Advisor, Mr. Mike Lydens and the custodial staff, Mr. Andrew Ward and the Building and Grounds staff, Mr. Brian Carter and our Symphonic Band, Mr. Adam Paltrowitz and our choir, Ms. Brianne Knight and our Senior American Sign Language students, Ms. Patrice Palma Blanco and Ms. Lauren Vaisels, our American Sign Language interpreters, Dr. Karen Medwed, Ms. Jennifer Shinsky and the high school PTA, and our color guards, Pallavi Khanna, Irina Zhang, Vandita Singh, and Vidit Singh, who are strong, talented leaders ready to take over where this class's student leaders have left off. Today, all of our graduates are receiving an award, their diploma. I would like to recognize the efforts of the officers of the senior class and the student government who will be reading the names and assisting the graduates of the class of 2024. Upon hearing your name, please stand and be recognized. Matthew Kang, Student Government President. Devin Silverman, Student Government Vice President. Danny Weissman, Student Government Recording Secretary. Annika Raj, Student Government Public Relations Secretary. Samantha Graff, Senior Class President. Kira Dewan, Senior Class Vice President. Lauren D. Pieri, Senior Class Secretary. Santosh Santakumar, Senior Class Treasurer, and Ava Moskowitz, Senior Class Public Relations Secretary. And now we will begin reading the names of the graduates.
It's not on. Safal Kamath. Matthew Kang. Devin Silberman. Danny Weissman. Annika Raj. Samantha Graff. Kyra Dewan. Lauren DiPieri. Santosh Senthil Kumar. Ava Moskowitz.
Eleni Abidzidis. Adine Ahmad. Ramin Azur. Jesse Bishop. Amber Bogart. Justin Abitzidis. Haley Aquaviva. Skylar Adamchek. Damian Ahmed. Mateen Ahmed. Mark Altstetter. Brianna Andron. Isabella Antonacci. Seth Anton Giovanni. Hans Archilla. Shailene Argueta. Ibrahim Assad. James Ashton. Amelia Azaretto. Simon Balsamo. Ashley Barca. Carly Barca. Blake Becker. Logan Bedell. Abigail Bell. Luke Berkowitz. Sari Bernstein. Tarun Bardwaj. Sivan Benyamin. Ava Bonifazio. Jenna Brander. Claire Chai. S.K. Cullen. Michael D'Ambrosio. Yes. Aaron Donovan. Mallory Einstone. Amanda Fabiano. Sarah Fisher. Nadia Friedman. Allison Byron. Rohan Biswas. Isabel Blizzard. Carter Bloom. Isabella Bonaguro. Lara Bongino. Gavin Botkin. Peter Bunagius. Alexander Brenner. Brandon Breton. Jake Bricker. Matthew Bricker.
Emma Bronikamp. Zoe Kalimenko. Brooke Callie. Isabella Canino. Carly Cantor. Inez Cardoso. Alexander Carrieri. Emma Casavina. Amber Castro. Victoria Chang. Fiona Chow. Jeffrey Chen. Rebecca Gerson. Jamie Gilman. Benjamin Goodman. Stephen Greenberg. Brooke Hafkin. Lindsay Hamburger. Kelly Hammerin. Giselle Ho. Haley Horowitz. Connor Cass. Ryan Chen. Kyra Chung. Brian Choi. Goen Choi. Jessica Choi. Danielle Chan. Zara Chothri. Jennifer Cohen. Mark Cohen. Zachary Cohen. Olivia Cole. Dylan Cooperman. Callie Corbett. Jack Kataya. Patrick Dahlia. Amani Deswal. Alexia DeVivo. Juliana Ditria. Avani D'Souza. Natalie Dolgarian. Johanna Duran. Charlie Exel. Isabella Eisinger. Sydney Epstein. Sydney Kleinfeld. Tanya Kripalani. Xavier Lahara. Leanna Lee. Mariah Los.
Alexandra Molach. Shreya Murgai. Adriana Nargentino. Cameron Navas. Noam Nino. Jason Fan. Esther Fine. Samantha Feldman. Suzanne Ferrara. Haley Ferreras. Joshua Festa. Jaden Finkel. Jennifer Flores. Jacob Proctor. Emma Futterman. Cameron Garvey. Aiden Gaspara. Barry Gelfand. Dylan Germain. Charlie Getz. Simarjit Gotra. Nadia Giovagnoni. Zevin Giovagnoni. Gabriel Gluck. Pamela Glykos. Adam Greenberg. Joshua Grover. Jake Grudadoria. Yui Guo. Alexandra Paradise. Hannah Park. Andrew Petosa. Jamie Radish. Sneha Raj. Varun Rati. Zachary Rosenberg. Sydney Sachs. Ava Samba. Brandon Shefflin. Ava Gutterson. Alexa Hakim. Zachary Hammerman. Sarah Hahn. Jack Hartman. Morgan Hazekiel. Thomas Hilber. Samantha Heinz Hirsch. Marcus Hong. Sarah Hong. Ryan Hossein. Ruby Wong.
Shalyn Huang. Sophia Habalashvili. Jonas Huber. Kevin Adicula. Jacob Eide. Michael Iriami. Paul Eisman. Ethan Eisler. Asia Isolano. Leela Blessy Jensen. Matthew Jensen. Crystal G. Malika Shivji. Lindsay Slabowski. Stella Toto. Melissa Wynn. Steele Yee. Luca Capri. Jude Alexander. Emily Jang. Ava John. Hannah Jung. Kyle Kang. Sunwoo Kang. Jesse Kadoff. Ella Katz. Ava Keynes. Benjamin Keynes. Mackenzie Keckline. Stephen Cabellos. Shakur Karazada. Eliabas Kalfen. Anya Kandelwal. Sarah Kandelwal. Sadak Khanna. Sion Kader. Anna Kim. Johanna Kim. Evan Kramer. Katie Kronberg.
Yes, Katie Kronberg.
Maya Kunis. Joshua Kurtzman. Alex Kooten. Venus Lai. Chloe Lamb. Jennifer Lamb. Lucas Landman. Tawheed Latifi. Madison Latella. Daniel Lee. Madison Lee.
Megan Lee. Ryan Lee. Sung Hoon Lee. Noah Leibowitz. Raylan Leibowitz. Sophia Leone. Eli Lev. Dylan Levin. Kang Shi Lee. John Lin Liao. Joseph Lieber. Gi Yoon Maggie Lim. Sophia Lin. Justin Lippens. Emma Lipner. Yeah, Emma. Sebastian Lippman. Angelina Lucina. Chloe Liu. Isabella Laferno. Nicholas Lepresto. Emily Luchek. Jonathan Lugasi. Lindsay Lynch. Rongzan Liu. Yi Yao Liu. Gianni Machado. Ryan Madden. Joshua Mayer. Matthew Mayer. Miltiades Focus. Alexa Forgione. James Giganti. Raymond Lombardo. Craig Malinsky. Max Marcus. Nadav Marcus Newman. Chrysula Mariolis. Tyler Martin. Zachary Marks. Brody Mason. Alexander Matty. Caitlin McAuliffe. Logan McGrath. John McNamee. Elon Medwed. Samantha Melville. Victor Menendez. Zachary Merritt. Lucas Mihailov. Brooke Miller.
Jacob Millman. Brianne Mingo. Jonathan Mosca. Vasilios Mosevis. Priya Musavalez. Yoav Muskal. Brandon Nanu. Angelina Naranjo. Zachary Newmark. Ryan Novak. Michael Alakengo, Christina Pan, Madison Papas, Marina Paraskevopoulos, Alec Pardo, Kyle Park, Samuel Park, Sophia Park, Diana Perino, Trent Pascarella, Aiden Patel, John V. Patel, Shipra Patel, Jolie Perlman, Jack Pizzello, Matthew Polatsky, Anthony Powers, Ryan Price, Sydney Prince, Joshua Pudell, Emma Quinton, An Try, Krishay Ramesh, Ethan Recientes, Alex Reefer, Justin Rio, Jack Resnick, Alejandro Rincon, Daniela Rabina, Jacob Rakowski, Alexa Romano Martinez, Brett Rosenbaum, Jeffrey Rothschild, Mia Rothstein, Jesse Rubin.
Adam Salim, Logan Saltzman, Ethan San Pietro, Yanni Saradakis, Leah Schneider, Maya Schneider, Cooper Shore, Colin Schubert, Ethan Schwartzberg, Matthew Shara, Dean Scola, Melanie Siebel, Benjamin Sellett, Benjamin Selmer, Mariam Shahid, Ali Shapiro, Dylan Scheinwald, Anthony Shanuda, Haley Sherman, Ian Shinsky, Jonathan Shum, Kyle Shum, Emily Sidisky, Jessica Siegel, Mark Silverstone, Sean Simon, Jesse Singer, Arav Singh, Bhavjit Singh, Prabjit Singh, Thomas Smith, Brendan So, Emily Sorgi, Tyler Sperry, Leo Stern, Liam Stein, Adam Stepansky, Zachary Stillman, Cynthia Sun, William Sabo, KG Tamahiro, Kevin Tang, Cadence Tassone, Lily B. Taylor, Olivia Tesserero, Kabir Tor,
Emma Toplin, Allison Tran, Brandon Tran, Jacqueline Trishon, Sophia Savetkova, Alexander Uriah Ramirez, Shreya Vadigiri, Jaden Vernick, Joseph Viesti, Noah Waldman, Lily Wallowitz, Samuel Warren, Brianna Washa, Joanna Wazif, Gabriella Weinstein,
Just slow down, sweetie, for 1 minute. We'll back up to the other end.
Sophie Wait, Sophie Weissman, Brandon Witz, Ryan Wolf, Richard Wong, Alex Wu, Ivan Wu, Jaden Wu, Tammy Ye, Elise Yoon, Sakun Yun, Julia Zeidman, Alexia Zevgolis, Chloe Zi, Jack Zhang, Chris Zhang, Yi Yang Zhang, Selena Zhu, Alexander Zizzo, Julie Zuckerman, Sonia Zapachich,
Yes, Graduates, please stand. At this time, with each senior having received a Plainview Old Bethpage John F. Kennedy High School diploma, I now certify to Dr. O'Mara, our Superintendent of Schools, and Mrs. Bernstein and the Board of Education that each graduate of the class of 2024 has successfully met all the state and local requirements as set forth by the Plainview Old Bethpage School District and the New York State Education Department. As a symbol of your entry into the ranks of Plainview Old Bethpage John F. Kennedy High School alumni, graduates may now transfer their tassels from right to left side. Congratulations. Class of 2024, you have officially graduated. Kindly remain seated until all dignitaries have exited the stage. You may then exit row by row to meet your families. Congratulations.